Jimin sits on the couch. He is waiting for someone to come. Why he didn't come yet? Don't he see the weather? Outside the weather is it's winter and outside is the snowfall. He is waiting for someone to come. He calls someone. Hey Jimin. Jimin, hello Jim. Where is Yoongi? Jay, he is sitting downstairs in the living room. I am in my room. Jimin, Tay, tell him come back. You see the weather? Tay, how can I go down? The all friends are present. Jimin, what should I do? Tell me. Tay, don't worry, Jimin. Go and sit in the room. He will come soon, he said, and Jimin said, Jimin, and what you think when he come? Jay, I don't know, Jimin. As you know, they all sit and mostly they spend time, so I don't know when they have planned to come. Jimin, okay. Jimin, okay. Hmm, 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 hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Uh, I'm I am going in the room. Yeah, take care and call me if you feel. Jimin, I will buy and try. He come, he come home. He comes on. He said and she cut the call. Jimin see the window and he go inside the room. Jimin, when he come, please come now. Yoongi, he go in the room. So small an introduction. His mean Jimin and Yoongi is his. It's just some days they get and Yoongi is not interesting at all. And same with Jimin, but Jimin want to give one chance and he is trying. Jimin is alone. He don't have but Yoongi is a different type person. Yoongi is professor in Jimin University. He takes 2 lectures and moreover Yoongi mostly do with his friends. Jungkook also. Jimin and Tae know about this, but what they both do know. Also, they all friends is at Jungkook house and they all friends is at Jungkook house and Jay is in the room. Jimin sits on the bed. He is waiting for Yoongi to come. Jimin, Yoongi, please come. You see the time, please. He is waiting for him, and then Yoongi enter in the room. He is fully. Jimin see him and he stand up. Jimin, you come. Yoongi, you see the time. How can you come late? Huh? He said, and Yoongi staring him. Yoongi, you. He pointed at him and Jimin see him. He take a step back. Jimin, you go and fresh up. I take dinner for you, he said, and about to go from the room. Yoongi hold his hand, close his eyes, and he take a deep breath. Jimin, I come in 2 minutes, he said, and he go from the room. Yoongi lay on the bed and he closed his eyes. He fell in sleep. After some times, Jimin come in the room. He see Yoongi and outside is the नहीं मैं अभी ना सिर्फ 32 मिनट ही बनाई मैं चेक करना मन तो जिंदगी में मैंने बहुत टेंशन होंगी rain. Jimin closed the door and staring him. Jimin, from the very first day to now, I know I am staying you like this. I also want a perfect life with you, Yoongi, but I think it's not possible. His shoes and he fell in sleep peacefully. He lay on the couch. This is what he do daily. He see Yoongi from the couch and he close his eyes. He don't want to think about this, but what he have to. Past some days ago, Jimin sit on the bed. He is waiting for Yoongi. He is playing with his fingers, and the door open. Yoongi enter in the room. Jimin see him. Yoongi sit on the bed in front of him. Jimin, Yoongi, As you know, you are my professor, so it's difficult for me to he complete his sentence, but she can feel Yoongi's. First, he thought it's just he is thinking too much, but Yoongi held his hand, and Jimin hardly Jimin Yoongi go from the room. He said, and Jimin stand up. On the side, Yoongi lay on the bed and he fell in sleep. Jimin is so shocked and confused. He don't know what he said now. He don't think what is happening with him. And then the next day, Yoongi opened his eyes and he sit on the bed and gave him water. Yoongi look at him. Yoongi, Jimin, you fresh up. I don't go university today. I am tired. Yoongi, listen me, Jimin. Jimin about to go when Yoongi stop him. Jimin turn. Yoongi, this is my habit, Jimin. It's good for you if you used to or from this. Understand? He said, and Jimin just nodded. He left the room. Yoongi sighed and he go for fresh up. After that, without saying anything, he go university. From that day to now, they are living like this. They are living like this. Present. Jimin open his eyes. He see Yoongi is getting ready for going office. Jimin sit on the couch. Yoongi see him from the mirror. Yoongi, you wake up. Get ready fast. You have to go university. Jimin stands behind him. Jimin, where were you last night? He asked. And Yoongi turned. Yoongi, really? Asking me this? He said and raised his eyebrow. Jimin, it's not good for you. Yoongi, please, you can at least take a break for 1 or 2 days. Jimin, Yoongi, we are living in one house, but we are opposite. You no need to think about me. Focus on your work. Jimin, Yoongi, I think about you. I care for you. Jimin, Yoongi, and any reason why you do? He said. Then Jimin is silent. Jimin, you still want the reason, Yoongi? We are Yoongi, so what, huh? This is my life. I do whatever I want. I do whatever I want. You no need to think about me. Focus on your studies. I want your good grades. Understand? He said and go from the room. Jimin, wow, my good grades. What you think about himself? Said someone said. Jimin come in the classroom and he sit on the chair. He's reading the book or maybe changing it. Jimin look up. His eyes is Jimin sit beside him. This is common for both best friends. Jimin, what happened? What I tell you, Jimin? I am so from all this. Jimin, tell me what happened, you know what they did yesterday. Jimin, tell me. And then they explain him everything. Jimin can't believe. Jimin, what? Jay slow down. They look here and there, and everyone is busy. Jimin, how can they do this, Jay? I do. I with Jungkook, and he said to me, if I want, I go. But where I go? Tell me. And Jimin remember what Yoongi said today. Yoongi, Jimin, when they do they don't think what they are saying in morning. He said, and one drop of straw from his eyes, and then Yoongi him from the Jimin. Sometimes I think, but I was wrong. I can't person like this. Never. It is same with me, Jimin. His eyes fell on Jungkook, who come in the room to talk with Jungi about something. Both are professors in the university. Showing him them, they see them also. They, you know one thing, Jimin. What, Jimin? You have the tear, Jimin. Tell me now. This is common for me. They, in that, the one is Lisa. She's he said, and Jimin looked at him with shocked eyes. Jimin said, "It's J hope so." I said, "Jimin can't believe Jimin what?" J, yes, I was also shocked, but you can see by yourself. He said, and Jimin, see, Yoongi is looking at Lisa and Yoongi. Jimin stand up. Yoongi look at him. Yoongi look at him. Yoongi, Mr. Park. Mr. Park, ओके ये 11 का है Jimin, it's Mr. Min, sir. Jim Yoongi, where are you going? Sit, he said, and Jimin sit on the chair. They just take the lecture, Jimin. After that we go. He said, and Jimin nodded. Yoongi, okay class, what we read tomorrow? Lisa, sir. She said, and Jimin rolled his eyes. Yoongi, okay. Then your next topic is. He started to explain. He take the lecture at the end. Yoongi, anyone have question? My lecture is off. If you have come in my office, he said, and he take his things and go. Jimin sign. He stand up and see Lisa leave the classroom. Jimin, what I said to her, did nothing because there is no use. Let's go, he said, and told Jimin hand they both about to go. JK meets me in my office, he said, and go, Jimin, go, he said, and go from there. They go to meet Jungkook. They go to meet Jungkook in his office. Jimin enter in the office and they see Lisa sit. Yoongi, you come. Jimin didn't say anything. Lisa, see you soon. She said and go from there. She last time looked at Jimin and go. Jimin, you call me? Yoongi, tell me about the student records. Jimin, you can ask from Lisa. You can ask from Lisa. She tell you she have more knowledge than Yoongi. No, she has. She what you don't. So tell me about the students' records. He said, and Jimin sighed. Jimin started to tell him about the student performance. Yoongi, okay, tell the students next week it's your test. Jimin, yes. Anything else? Yoongi, no, go. Jimin turned. He again turned and looked at him. Jimin, don't you think about me once, Yoongi? And why would I do? And why would I do? So the text, some text is left. It's It's take time to complete the voiceover. Jimin, we are Yoongi like I care with you just because of my mom. Jimin, and if she got to know about all this, then Yoongi, wait. What you think she don't know anything? He said, and started to laughing. Jimin means Yoongi. She's my mom. She know me that much. I don't know about my aunt. Jimin, it's me, Yoongi. Yes, she said. To you, she know everything. Now go and take your lecture, Mr. Min. He said and looked at him with his eyes. Jimin go from there without saying anything. Yoongi, what he think about himself, huh? He is really so innocent, Yoongi said, and he took the. Sometimes you don't know the person, you don't know what they are. So a small message for you all, don't. Okay, so in this story I give a message. You guys don't and anyone hope so. you guys understand. So this is the meaningful story, not a random one. Hmm. Jimin come home. He places his bag on the bed and take his phone. He dial Mrs. Min number. After two or three rings, she attend the call. Mrs. Min. Hello, Jimin. Jimin, auntie, I ask you something. Give me answer. Mrs. Min, you don't know how to talk with the Jimin. You know Yoongi do. You know he do. You know what is he asks, and Mrs. Min is silent. Jimin, I ask you something. Mrs. Min, of course, I am his mom. I know everything about him, but Jimin, it's common in nowadays. Jimin, it's common for you, but not for me. Try he really don't want to, did, but they don't. They tried with the Mrs. Min, you and you have to stop him from all this. Now I don't know about anything, she said, and she cut the call. So Jimin is also innocent. It's not Jimin's fault at all, but we'll leave it. I don't know what to say here. Let's see what happened in the story next. Jimin placed the phone on the side and he closed his eyes. Jimin, how can they do this with me? What I do? He don't know what he do now, and he's saying the last thing is just what he do. And take a deep breath and go for fresh up. Jimin come in the living room, and Yoongi come home. He sit on the couch. Yoongi saw you ask her what she said. Jimin gave him a glass of water. Jimin, you are right. She know about you everything. Yoongi saw what you think. Jimin sits beside him. Jimin, what I think, huh? Now the time pass of thinking. Yoongi, oh, so what you do? Jimin, nothing. Just I first make you, and then go away. He settled. Both look into eyes. Will look into each other's eyes for some chance, and then Yoongi look into another side. Yoongi, let's see then. Jimin, okay then, let's see. He said and stand up. Jimin, go and fresh up. I make the dinner today. Jimin, you do dinner at home. Yoongi, no, I don't. He said and Jimin. Okay, so Jimin point of view is also is not also Jimin is totally right at this place. Time. He's went to him, Jimin, you do dinner at home. Go and come back in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, he said, and go from there. Yoongi see he's disappearing figure. He go from there. Jimin. Out. Yoongi come out from the room. He come in the dining area and see Jimin is placing the plates on the table. Jimin turn. He see him. Jimin, you come sit. He said and went to him. He hold his hand and take him on the dining table. Yoongi sit on the chair. Yoongi, why you are doing this? Jimin, I already said you I make you and then I leave you, he said to Yoongi. See him. Yoongi, and I also said it's never gonna happen. Jimin, let's see. Forget about this, do the dinner. He served him the food. Yoongi, I am eating just because I don't like someone waste. Jimin, right? He sits beside him and serve him also. Yoongi start to eat. He's shocked Jimin is that much good cook. Jimin, I learned cooking in hostel. Yoongi, I ask you, Jimin. No, but I thought to tell you. You take me with you. I stay with Tay and then we come back. How is it is together? And Yoongi, you don't go with me. Jimin, please now, Yoongi, so I don't call you. Also, I feel bored at home, he said to Yoongi. See him. He think for some time and then Yoongi, you come with me. And Jimin, yes. And yes, thank you, he said and smiled. Yoongi see his smile. Yoongi, his smile is so beautiful. Wait, wait, wait. Yoongi, what you are thinking? Jimin, why you are not eating? He sighed and he said Yoongi start to eat. Both do the dinner and Jimin start to collect the plates. Jimin, I am looking beautiful or I change? Yoongi, you are looking, you do whatever you want, you stay. Sudden Jimin make off with Jimin, I see. He sudden go in the room, he come, he just take his phone and they both go. And they both go. Okay. So only my 10 minutes voiceover are left. Only 10 minutes, thank God. You know I am so sleepy. Hmm. They come. They sit in the living room. In the living room, JK, what you are doing here? Go in the room. J, I don't know why you sent me in the room. I mean, you don't about me, then why you sent me? Go in. Why you search me? Go in the room. JK, I am not here to give you answer. Jimin, you will give one day, he said, and Jungkook see him. JK, oh, hey Jimin, how are you, brother? Jimin, fine, and you? Jimin, you come. They meet with each other. Jimin, we talk in the room, and you, Jungkook, you give him answer one day, and just to him remember. He said and take from there. JK, what he said, Yoongi, leave him. He may somewhere. He said, and they both started talking. They are talking, and next you all know. I don't think I need to explain what they I don't think I need to explain, I said as Jimin come and Jimin and Jay come in the room. Jay, we come in the room. We stay with them. We stay with them so they don't. Jimin sit here. Both sit on the bed. Jimin leave them. Jay, but Jimin, you trust me, right? He said and Jay nodded. Jimin, we become a good okay Tay, no way. Jimin, listen Tay, he explained him everything. Tay think for some chance. Tay, you know it's little bit Jimin, but you have to Tay. Jimin, please. He said and show his puppy eyes. Tay, I don't think it's work, but still I do. And then Jimin smiled. They talked with each other for some time, and then Yoongi called him. Jimin, you see, I said na. Jimin opened the door. Yoongi, let's go. Jimin, it's just 1 hour past. Yoongi come. So they about to do the. Okay, so as your uni also know what Jimin think. You uni sleep and then think what Jimin think, and then she also got to know. But as Jimin is here, he said no. He said to come tomorrow, Yoongi. Let's go home. See the time, Jimin. Okay, I am coming. Jimin Tae, I see you soon. Bye. He said, and they both meet with each other. Tae is so happy. Tae, it's working, Jimin. Jimin, I said, now you see what happened next. Yoongi, fast, you both meet daily in university. He said, and Jimin went to him. Jimin, let's go. And they go. Jungkook enter in the room. Tae see him. Tae is so happy. JK, you are happy. Any reason? Tae Sana's not a good night. He said and he closed his eyes. JK, huh? Hey, you sleep after sometimes. If you said we can talk randomly. No, Jungkook, I am sleepy. JK, you are the one who always want to talk with me. Yeah, but today I am sleepy, so we will on some other day. Please, good night. Good night, he said, and she fell in sleep. And she fell in sleep. Next day, take come university. He see Jimin. He went to him and sit beside him. Good morning, Jimin. Good morning. You are looking so happy. What happened? He said to me. I talked with him, but I said I am sleepy. He want to talk with me. Jimin, that was nice. I am happy for you, he said and smiled. And what about you, Jimin? I am fine. I am fine, and you focus on yourself. Don't think about me, okay? He said, and Jay nodded, and then Jungkook come. He give them lecture. He look at Jay, and then he go. Yoongi come. Yoongi, next week is your all test. He said, and everyone said yes. Yoongi give the lecture. He about to go. Jimin, sir. He called him, and Yoongi stop. Yoongi stop. Everyone go. Jimin Lisa Che is left. Jimin went to him. Jimin Yoongi. Yoongi. hmm, I am your I am your professor. Call me sir. Jimin. But no one is here and about it. It's okay. Yoongi, I don't know someone is here or not. He said, and Jimin looked at Lisa, who stand there. Jimin, you can go, Yoongi. Why she don't go anywhere? You tell me why you stop me. Jimin, I want to talk with you. Yoongi, tell me here. If you don't want, then I go. He said, Lisa Yoongi, it's alright. Listen him. What he said to him, she said, and Jimin looked at him and then Yoongi. Jimin, it's okay. You go. We talk at home. He said, and Yoongi, go, Lisa. I am coming. I don't understand one topic. She said and looked at Jimin. Then she go to Jiminy. Jimin, I am fine. Jay, I am going home. You also go. He said and go in the home. Jay don't like all this, but what he do, he don't. He can't do anything. Okay, so मेरे दो या तीन टेक्स्ट रह गए हद can't do anything है दो या तीन टेक्स्ट can't do anything Jimmy take the further classes take the he come home Jimmy in mind I am thinking this is easy but this is not how I he closed his eyes and lay on the bed. He don't know when he fell in sleep. Yoongi come home and she say him. Yoongi mind it's never happened. He said and go for fresh up. Jimin open his eyes. He hear the water drop falling voice. He go in the another room fresh up and come. He see Yoongi sit on the couch and using his phone. Jimin, what are you doing? Yoongi message him. He said, and Jimin take the phone from him. Yoongi, you know what you did? He said, and stand up, Jimin. Yes, I know what I did. I also know this. I also know this. I did right. Okay, so I also want a confidence level like. I also want a confidence level like Jimin. Hmm. So so the next text is I think इसके बाद last है नहीं 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 हाँ इसके बाद last है Jimin Yoongi listen Jimin I don't set you something so don't set you something it doesn't mean you do whatever you want he said Jimin sign Jimin Yoongi please Yoongi what please huh Jimin enough now tell me what is not in you think I am not how can you such like this huh so आगे वाला text as usual मैं नहीं read करूँगी so I don't read that next text you can read by yourself okay okay so how are you all hope so your studying is doing well आई एम ऑल्सो वेल। मुझे क्यों लग रहा है ये लाइन सीधी नहीं है? No, this is not straight at all. But it's kind of extra, so I don't set anything on this. The lines is not straight well. So जो next text है ना वो भी मैं नहीं करूँगी. Voice over you can reach by yourself. बस जल्दी 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 यहाँ से ना ये वॉइस ओवर गुजर जाए. मैं तो यही चाहती हूँ. बाकी now tell me, huh? Why you are silent, Yungi Jimin? Jimin, what Jimin, huh? You know what? Yungi shocked. Jimin, what happened? Why are you shocked? I said, I don't have any problem. Okay, so I will upload the next part. I make the small point due to some reasons. Hope so you guys like. If you like, then subscribe and also tell me in comments. Bye bye. Take care of yourselves and stay safe and healthy outside. The weather is so weird. Okay, so pura 40. I have to do the voiceover of all 30 seconds. 30 seconds voiceover. Okay, so 20-second voiceover are left and the next is ऐसे वॉइस ओवर जल्दी गुजर रहा है लग रहा है मुझे एंड 10-second वॉइस ओवर आर लेफ्ट 10 9 8 7 हाँ पता नहीं ये 6 7 वाला सिंग नहीं है ये बस हो गया एंड टू बी कंटिन्यू